in the morning. Sorry, I'm a little late. I had to hug a dog and get some coffee. I don't have my own coffee to promote. I just have these regular K cups. So there. Yes, I'm awake. Good morning, guys. Hope you're having a good morning. It's Thursday, June 2nd. I can't believe it's June already. But what I can believe is that Twitter Trends has already taken the verdict of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial off of their trending topics. I'm going to show this for you guys. See, I don't know. Everyone's trending page looks a little different. But here's mine. You can see trending. They've already taken off Johnny Depp Amber Heard off of the trending topics here, which to me seems premature because the verdict just came out yesterday. But if you look on here, there's Smollett, Juicy Smollett is back, but they've already taken off Johnny Depp Amber Heard. Interesting, right? I don't know if you guys heard, but Johnny Depp mostly won. He mostly won. I like how the mainstream media spins the results by saying like, oh yeah, they were both found guilty of defamation. And when it's like, anybody with a brain can look at this and be like, yeah, he won like 7 things and she got like 1 thing. So this was, when you search for it by name, yeah, this is of course what they'll say. Jury finds both Amber Heard and Johnny Depp were defamed after a weeks-long trial. I think ultimately he's going to get $8 million in change from her because of the rules about how much you can collect in Virginia, which is where this trial was held. Yeah, and then the second line, he won his defamation case against Amber Heard, his ex-wife and former co-star, following a 6-week trial. The jury found that Heard had defamed Depp in a 2018 op-ed she wrote for the Washington Post describing herself as a public figure representing domestic abuse. The jury also found that Heard had been defamed by one of Depp's lawyers when he called her abuse allegations a hoax. All right, but you could even still be like, my lawyer said that. I didn't say that. Depp said he was humbled by the decision, which awarded him $15 million in damages. Heard, who will definitely be joining OnlyFans soon. Heard will be awarded $2 million in damages. Okay, this is because of what the lawyer said. And she has said that she was disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. She's actually doubling down, which is not surprising. I'm going to go to her page here. So she had this response. She tweeted this out, I guess, right after the verdict came out, which means it was prepared and she had it ready. The disappointment I feel today is beyond words. I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence was still not enough to stand up to the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex-husband. She's already making it about Johnny Depp's sway and not the fact that she straight up lied. What good does a mountain of evidence do if it's not truthful? I didn't watch the whole thing, but the bits and parts that I did watch was basically the Johnny's lawyer just drilling her, be like, "Do you have any pictures at all with him with any drugs?" And she's like, "No." I'm even more disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. It is a setback. It sets back the clock to a time when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could be publicly shamed and humiliated. You're being publicly shamed and humiliated because you lied. She's just upset that she can't lie anymore, I guess. Like, I remember a time when women could say anything and be believed, and god damn it. Now it's the balance is it's a little bit more the pendulum has swung back a little bit. I think in a healthy way. Women should not get the idea that they can just accuse anybody of abuse or sexual assault or whatever. It sets back the idea that violence against women is taken seriously. I believe Johnny's attorney succeeded in getting the jury to overlook the key issue of freedom of speech and ignore evidence that was so conclusive that we won in the UK. I don't think this is a freedom of speech issue. If she wrote an article in the Washington Post and basically was alluding to Johnny, maybe she could have done a more general article about abuse and helping women, but it wouldn't have gotten the juice that it did because she alluded to Johnny Depp. Like, she's such a hypocrite. She's like, "Oh, it's because he's so powerful. That's why he won." It's like, that's why you were with him, and that's why this whole thing happened. I'm sad I lost it. I'm sad. I'm sad I lost this case, but I am sadder still that I seem to have lost a right I thought I had as an American to lie, to speak freely and openly. Notice she didn't say truthfully here. I don't think the word truth was used at any point in this statement. Oh, it's just the pesky truth. Who wants that? What? And this dumb, of course, idiots in the comments. We believe you. Your strength has inspired so many of us. I'm so sorry, Angel. She's not an angel. Try dating this woman and see if you want to put these comments. I'm disgusted by what happened with you today. Look at all these simps. Disgusting. Oh, look at people trying to send Amber positivity. Amber, please read my meme. But yeah, sure enough, Twitter's already got it taken off the trending topics. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, try dating Amber without jumping off a building. Yeah. Yeah. Heard had a long history of beating up her lesbian lovers while people testified. Johnny never hit anyone else. Did it come out that Johnny hit her at all? Yeah. Did Johnny Depp hit Amber Heard? I mean, is DuckDuckGo really gonna tell me the truth? Fox News will well, wouldn't lie to me, would they? Okay, let's pull this one up. I can't believe this trial was 6 weeks long. You know what's crazy? I woke up this morning. That's another reason why I was slightly tardy is I don't know if you guys ever get this, but my eye was puffy. No, wait, it was this eye. You can't even tell. I think it was this eye, and it was like a little puffy, and I was like, "Oh no. Don't you dare come at me with some sort of pink eye or sty or something." But I don't know. I just think it was like maybe I got dust in there, but the eyelid was a little puffy, and I was like, I could ice it and be a diva, or I could just start the show. All right, the dogs are in here. The dog sometimes will come in and they'll listen. They'll listen to me pod, which is cute. I think these dogs have listened to like way more episodes of my podcast than probably anybody in my family. Change your sheets? Really? I did just change them. Like, how long ago did I change them? I think I changed them before I went away. So, like 2 or 3 weeks ago? How often do you guys change your sheets? I was told once a month, but if that's, you know. We also do have dogs jumping in the bed. How do you not let the dogs jump in your bed? All right, I need to know, when do all you guys change your sheets? How often? How frequent? You're supposed to change your sheets? Mm. No, I didn't watch the Daily Wire, What Is a Woman documentary. And I'm a member, so I gotta do, maybe I'll do that as soon as I'm done with this. Yeah, I gotta watch Daily Wire, What Is a Woman documentary. I gotta watch the Ricky Gervais special. I gotta lay that sweet, sweet transphobia on me. You think I got dog hair in my eye? This like really never happens. Do you think one of the dogs pooped in my eye? Once a week? Once a week? Oh, shit. Really? Oh man. This is this is blowing up my spot here. Once a week? Okay. Oh my god, it's from the pillowcase? Dang. Your roommate in college and it's not pink eye. It's definitely not because the eye itself, as you can see, the eye the eyes themselves aren't pink, but it's like the lid was a little puffy. Ew. Alright, well, yuck. Now I'm gonna change the sheets, like, fucking immediately. Once a week, you guys are saying? Damn. They are good, but who has the time? It's a whole production. My whole face is pink. I know, I have, like, peach eyeshadow, peach lip gloss, peach shirt. I'm a peach today. Alright, alright. I've learned a lot about when to change your sheets. Hey, Charles Hurst, thank you for this super sticker. Hope you're having a good morning. What are your guys' plans for the weekend? People have been asking me when I'm gonna do the member stream. I think I'm gonna try to schedule it for next week. Because the members get a private stream for just themselves. Oh, what's up, Kayla? Kayla Florney in the chat. She sends me the oh god, I'm yawning. Fuck. She sends me the best dog memes. Just pictures of dogs she sees at work. Ooh, you're going to a comedy show at the Helium in Portland. Let me know how that club is because I've been getting a lot of requests for Portland. And I just did the Helium in St. Louis, which I really liked. I don't mind changing the sheets. I just was like unclear about when to do it. And you lose track, you know? Yeah. Okay. Where was I? Talking about Depp and Heard. This is Fox. I know we're not supposed to like Fox anymore. Washington Post adds lengthy editor's note to the Amber Heard op-ed that was ruled defamatory. Yes, I remember people were talking about this yesterday that if the Washington Post retweeted her op-ed that they, I think, could have been sued for defamation. So interesting. The Washington Post affixed a lengthy editor's note to the 2018 Amber Heard op-ed at the center of Johnny Depp's defamation lawsuit against his ex-wife, informing readers that it published statements that a jury found false and defamatory. A jury on Wednesday found that Heard was liable for defamatory comments she made against Depp in the 2018 op-ed that accused the actor of abusing her during their marriage. You know, freedom of speech. What an idiot. It was revealed during the trial that the ACLU had ghostwritten the piece, which was published just days before the release of her film Aquaman. This I didn't know. I didn't know that the ACLU had written it. And wow. And to put it out there right before her movie is just such an obvious manipulation. The jury awarded Depp a total of $15 million and awarded her $2 million in compensatory damages in a counter defamation suit, though her libel claims were largely denied. Dun dun dun! It's the Washington Post. She did not refer to Depp by name, but his lawyers argued that the piece falsely portrayed Heard as a domestic violence victim and ruined his life. On Thursday, the Post. See, they're even being. They don't seem to be on Johnny's side here. I guess they're trying to be neutral. On Thursday, the Post added a message to readers above the version of Heard's op-ed that remains online. What does it say? No, I don't want to try for 4 weeks. See, this is what they do. You try to do a podcast, you try to have sources, and then the Washington Post wants you to just sign up. No, I'm not going to sign up. What the fuck? Let's see. Is this the editor's note? In 2019, Johnny Depp sued Amber Heard for defamation arising out of this 2018 op-ed on June 1st, 2022, following a trial in Fairfax County, Virginia. Circuit Court, a jury found Heard liable on 3 counts for the following statements, which Depp claimed were false and defamatory. I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change too. Then 2 years ago, I became a public figure representing domestic abuse, and I felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out. I had the rare vantage point of seeing in real time how institutions protect men accused of abuse. The jury separately found that Depp, through his lawyer Adam Waldman, defamed Heard in one of 3 counts in her countersuit, the Washington Post wrote. Dun dun dun! The lesson is don't date a crazy bitch. But it can be hard because when they're hot, it's easy to just be like, okay. Immediately following the verdict, Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy took to Twitter and suggested the Post shouldn't be left off the hook for its role in the saga. She posted this thing basically saying that Johnny Depp hit her, abused her, did all these horrible things, domestic violence, sexual deviancy, all this stuff in the Washington Post. And what's the Washington Post? They hold no responsibility in this? Portnoy wondered in a video message. Amber Heard, seemingly scumbag, fair trial, got smoked. Everyone saw the case. The Washington Post, you can do anything. You can just say anything, and they have no responsibility, no skin in the game. They cause all the damage to Johnny Depp. But no, she wants to say that he does this, that, the other thing. We'll just publish it. We'll do no research on our own, no fact checking. It's crazy, Portnoy continued, calling the paper left leaning. So sad. They can just print whatever they want. And then when it's total bullshit and a guy, his life has been destroyed, they're like, oops, we didn't know. Not our fault. Whoever we talked to wasn't totally truthful. We didn't do any digging. We just trusted them at their word. And we printed it and ruined it. Nope, not our fault, he said. Hi. There's a dog here. Aw. Ooh, Elon Musk weighed in. Okay, I'm going to finish reading this. Portnoy then declared, if you ask me, the Washington Post should be held responsible as well, like you gave her the platform. What is happening? Oh. I hate when another random video plays. Okay. Like, you gave her the platform. Don't you, have some responsibility to make sure what you publish isn't shit? Portnoy also referred to the Business Insider in his remarks, the outlet that published what he called a hit piece last year on his sex life. Oh, right. Remember that. When somebody, I guess, what Portnoy likes, kind of rough sex or whatever, choking bitches. That's his business, I guess. Oh, we got a new member, Junior. Thanks for becoming a member. Hey, I met you. Oh my God, your picture is of us. I remember you. We met at MegaCon. That was freaking awesome. Sup, dude? Sup, Junior? Do you know that we got invited to come to more MegaCons? They liked us so much. So we're figuring out which ones we can actually all go to. That was a good time. I enjoyed MegaCon. Oh, wow. I ignored all your super chats. Sorry. Sorry, stop. It's not you, it's me. Dealing with a puffy eye today. Ooh, Elon Musk weighs in. This should be a good time to mention my tweet that did pretty good. We love you, Amber. Give me a break. What is Amber? You know what I mean? What is your simping for Amber Heard going to do for you? I'm going to bring up my own Twitter at this time. What's Amber Heard's favorite part of a trial? Jury duty. Yes, it's a dad joke. Hey, real Amber Heard, I'll pledge $10K to the ACLU if you appear on my podcast. Pledge, right? Oh my God, this did really well. This blew up. Alon's going to get a you up text from Amber Heard tonight. Carrie Smith, I thought that said you up next. He might be. Musk should respond. Objection, hearsay. texted the same to Chrissie. No, I don't even know who you are. I hate when people do that. Wow. There's rumors that she's actually had Elon's baby. Like a surrogate carried it, but it might be his jizz or whatever. Interesting. All right, yeah, what does Elon Musk think about all this? I hope they both move on. Elon Musk took to Twitter Friday night. Friday night? Wait a minute. I think that's a typo because it's Friday right now. And this just came out yesterday. What? Oh my God. What the heck? Is this an old article? May 28th. Okay. All right. This is before the verdict. I hope they both move on. At their best, they are each incredible. Musk said in response to Lex Fridman. Fridman, is that how you say his name? Lex Fridman's tweet. Fridman prompted Musk's response with conclusions following the defamation trial. Oh, this was what Lex tweeted out. My takeaways from the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. Number 1, fame is a hell of a drug for some. Number 2, psychiatrists and lawyers come in drastically varying levels of skill. Number 3, lying to millions of people is something humans are capable of. Number 4, love can be messy. Number 5, mega pint of wine. Amber Heard says Johnny Depp fans want to microwave her baby. That's creative. How can you even get upset about that? That's just funny. First of all, I don't know. I guess if you have a really big microwave. Wow, in April, the Tesla CEO was subpoenaed to give up any and all communication he had with Heard concerning Depp. Yeah, he stayed the F out of this. During the trial, Depp alleged that Musk and Heard dated during his marriage to Heard, the Tesla CEO, and Heard dated on and off after her split with Depp in 2016 until 2018. And then she had her baby, in 21 after her mom died? Following the subpoena, Musk's attorney, Alex Spiro, told Fox News Digital his client would not take the stand. Yeah, that would have been bad. In 2019, the Pirates of the Caribbean. Is it Caribbean or Caribbean? I'm never going to know. The actor sued Heard for $50 million in defamation and damages. Yeah, I wonder why if there's a particular reason they had this trial in Virginia. Do you guys know? You guys are smart. How is this cancel culture? Someone lied on the stand and they lied in an article. People are conflating straight up lying with cancel culture. Yeah, and if it was believe all women, right? Gina Carano wouldn't have been fired for having different political beliefs. Like, to what extent does the believing all women go to? Or it's only if you're a liberal. Got it. All right, let's go through some of these. Matthew Hammond. What's up, buddy? Use archive.today to archive all articles you plan to use for the show. Don't tell me what to do. You will not have to deal with outplay video ads or subscription prompts. Damn, that's a really smart, good idea. Well, thanks, Matthew. Archive.today. How does that even work? Okay, wow. Hot tip, Matthew Hammond. Ben Hagstrom, thanks for the super chat. The Elon Musk you up was the funniest tweet to come out yesterday. Yay, thank you. Sorry you got visited by the grumpy fairy last night. Oh, my eye. Yeah. I mean, we all were thinking it, right? Like, Where is she gonna get all this money from? Where is she gonna get 8 million and change from? Oh, I saw something that had her net worth at negative 8 million, and I laughed so hard. Remember her net worth. Oh, wow. And now it's like, all right, are these articles even reputable? Amber Heard net worth. What is she gonna do? Nobody wants to hire her. Wow, that's what people are concerned about. Not like that this famous woman lied about Johnny Depp and ruined his reputation. Like, oh, but how is she gonna get the money? Nobody wants to pay attention to the lying part of it. All right, this is CBS News. Brr. Amber Heard's verdict. What happens if she can't pay the 15 million judgment? I didn't realize she's 36. She doesn't look 36. Although Heard's wealth is unclear, she has earned millions for her work in the first thing I said when this came out, I was like, "Oh, I hope she saved. I hope she saved money for herself." She has earned millions for her work in TV and films such as Aquaman and Aquaman 2. She previously received a 7 million settlement from Depp after their 2016 divorce, which she pledged to donate to charities, including the ACLU. During the trial, she said she hadn't yet fulfilled the pledge because of Depp's lawsuit. Yeah, okay. Or because you a liar, girl. But testimony during the trial suggested that Heard's career had stalled due to the legal battle with Depp, according to Newsweek. That may raise questions about whether Heard's pockets are deep enough to cover the damages, which included 10 million in compensatory damages and 5 million in punitive damages, although the latter was reduced to Virginia's cap of 350,000 on such awards. That's what it was. Virginia had a cap on 350K for punitive damages. Punitive. While Heard could appeal the verdict, she would have to post a bond for the full 10.35 million judgment plus interest as the appeals proceeds, according to attorney Sandra Spurgeon of Spurgeon Law Group in Kentucky, in Lexington, Kentucky. For an individual who doesn't have the ability to pay the judgment and no ability to post the bond, when there is a real issue if the winning party intends to execute the judgment. Oh, like he could just let her off and be like, I got you, bitch, but you don't have to pay it. By comparison, the jury awarded her $2 million in the lawsuit. Depp, 58, earned as much as $650 million over a 13-year period, according to the Hollywood Reporter. Even so, a former manager and agent testified during the trial that his spending, such as $300,000 a month on full-time staff, has eroded his wealth over time. That's a lot of staff. Dang. Heard didn't address the financial, probably because I've heard that he's like good to people and he has some like ride or die employees that have been there for him for like 20 plus years. Heard didn't address the financial terms of the verdict in a statement she published on Twitter on Wednesday afternoon, in which she expressed disappointment at the jury's decision. Here are Heard's options following the highly publicized verdict: appeal the judgment. Okay, so Heard could appeal the verdict in hopes of getting a more favorable judgment and reducing the payment. But in the meantime, she would have to post a bond for the full 10.35 million in damages, which may or may not be feasible. Not enough money? Join OnlyFans. No, her wages could be garnished. If Heard decides against an appeal but doesn't have enough money to pay the judgment, she could end up with her current and future wages garnished, according to legal experts. The question is if she says, look, I don't have it. It's not here. You can look at my bank accounts. Then we can talk about things like garnishing her wages, said CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson. She added, that's not an unusual situation where somebody says, I can't fulfill this. And so I certainly think because she has earning potential, really? Not anymore. Part of her wages could be garnished as a result. Or she could file for bankruptcy. None of these sound good. Heard also has the option of filing for bankruptcy, which would eliminate the $10 million in compensatory damages. Hmm. But she'd still be on the hook for $350K in punitive damages, which generally can't be discarded in a bankruptcy. All right, this makes the most sense. Depp could decide to waive the judgment. Ooh, I don't think that's going to happen. Depp could also decide not to execute the judgment, in effect, waiving the monetary damages, Spurgeon said. I would just have her write another article talking about how, like, write another article talking about how great I am. I can't do it, Johnny Depp, at all. He's in the driver's seat right now, she said, noting that Depp could also negotiate with Heard for a lower dollar figure. In his Instagram comment after the verdict, Depp didn't indicate whether he intends to pursue the monetary judgment against Heard. He wrote that the goal of bringing this case was to reveal the truth regardless of the outcome. He added, I feel at peace knowing I have finally accomplished that. Let's go to his Instagram. Good for him. I don't know if you guys have been listening to Nick Rakita's coverage. It's obviously like the best coverage and very sassy. But he was saying that, weeks ago, he didn't think that Johnny Depp would have won this defamation. So this is his comment. 6 years ago, my life, the life of my children, the lives of those closest to me, and also the lives of the people who for many, many years have supported and believed me were forever changed, all in the blink of an eye. False, very serious, and criminal allegations were leveled at me via the media. Levied, whatever, which triggered an endless barrage of hateful content. Although no charges were ever brought against me, it had already traveled around the world twice within a nanosecond, and it had a seismic impact on my life and my career. And 6 years later, the jury gave me my life back. I am truly humbled. My decision to pursue this case, knowing very well the height of the legal hurdles that I would be facing and the inevitable worldwide spectacle into my life, was only made after considerable thought. From the very beginning, the goal of bringing this case was to reveal the truth, regardless of the outcome. Speaking the truth was something that I owed to my children and to all those who have remained steadfast in their support of me. I feel at peace knowing I have finally accomplished that. I love it. Looks like he just straight up typed this up on a typewriter. That's great. Yeah, notice how he's talking about the truth and himself and his life, whereas Amber is like, oh, what this means for women. Like, she's distracting the point. She's making it about like this larger thing when really it's like, no, bitch, you in particular, specifically you, lied. But she's still like, feelings. Kevin Ovinen. Loved seeing your show. And McHenry, oh, yay. Thank you for coming. That was a fucking great show. I'm really sore from the gym yesterday. It was so much fun. Great crowd. Great venue. It was very handicapped accessible for Crip Daddy, which I was not expecting. But yeah, best fans, best people. Like, you guys are awesome. McHenry is based. I will definitely be back. Plutarch Creever. JD was so powerful that he was muted for 6 years, and the only thing that saved him is Amber Heard is such a bad actress. She couldn't sell her BS to a jury. Yeah. And she had very complicated updos, hairstyles. Her hairstyles were too complicated. Art Norman Jr., author. Great show, Hollywood. Holly Weird. My Amazon. Oh, your ebook is on Amazon. Oh, sweet. Check out Art Norman's ebook. What's your ebook called? Well, I guess they'll just find it if they search your name. Crazy. Today? Yeah, today is Thursday. Thank you, guys. Heard better get cracking on that OnlyFans. Well, apparently she can make as much money as she wants and spend it on just like I guess, necessary things. Like, I think I read somewhere that whatever she makes between now and June 27th won't be involved in this, I guess, filing for bankruptcy. Yep. Amber never thought Johnny would sue her. She thought she got away with it. Yep. Because it's believe all women. Yeah, I agree. She could make money with merchandising. Amber turd, fake poop, Amber turd in a jar. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh my god. I don't know why I'm yawning. What's interesting is like how dumb people are and the response that I'm seeing on Twitter from this verdict. Okay, so let me pull this up. What people are saying. This is from Donna. Does Donna have much of a following? No. But this tweet blew up. I don't know if you guys realize that there is now a very famous precedent for how saying publicly that you are a victim of domestic violence without naming your abuser is considered defamation. It's like, girl, did you watch the trial? Did you read the article? Oh my God. It's like, no, you idiot. This isn't just random. I was abused. No, she was alluding to Johnny Depp and all the other shit she did, like leaking her own video to TMZ and giving like TMZ the idea to go like photograph her at certain times when she had like a bruise on her face. She's full of shit. I'm not looking to redo the trial on Twitter, but I'm just saying to get you guys, whatever you think about what happened today, just to pause and think for a second about what the situation means for any abused woman who is even thinking of speaking out. See, I just don't think that you can compare very famous, very privileged Amber Heard to your regular run of the mill woman who's suffering abuse. There's really no comparison. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you have to file a police report and go from there. The average woman is not going to like be able to take, you know, a dude to court like this and have a, you know, media circus. And the media has been favoring her every step of the way. Like, how wrong and how much of a liar do you have to be? Like, the media is still on your side and you fucking lost. For anyone interested, I advise you to read. Oh, don't you love it when they suggest books? For anyone interested, I advise you to read Why Does He Do That? Inside the Minds of Angry and Controlling Men. Well, what book should we read about toxic and insane women? By Lundy Bancroft. Not a long read and interesting. B worked in a program to rehabilitate abusers and knows what he's talking about. So now that it blew up insanely, and then I have so many people approaching this in bad faith that I don't have time to reply. she's getting overwhelmed. I don't have time to reply individually. It's time to clarify a few things. Obviously, this is not a legal precedent that overwrites the law, but isn't that what it's about? That's why it went to court, because it's about the law. But it is a new. It's like again, they're just dealing with their feelings. But it is a new precedent for the court of public opinion. Yeah, because you can't just say that you can't just lie about somebody. You can't just ruin somebody's career and get away with it. The new standard for the media to treat these things and ideas to abusers. Trials that punish someone for talking about abuse as the new normal. Obviously, do not take legal advice from me. Nothing in my tweet hinted at me pretending to give legal advice or being a lawyer. Acting like I was is disingenuous. I'm not a lawyer. Don't listen to me. Just listen to my feelings. Nobody here is upset because the man won and the woman lost. People are upset because a woman came forward with, yes, inconsistencies. In a court, that's what matters, are the inconsistencies. Like, I don't know if Depp ever hit her or didn't hit her, or she hit herself, or she got hit by someone, but it's about proving that Johnny Depp did this to you, and having the evidence to back it up. but with also a lot of evidence that a massive mob pretended and still pretends isn't there. What do you mean a massive mob? You mean the jury of her peers? Because that's who the decision came down to. Take it up with the friggin' jurors. We're upset because despite audios, pictures, testimonies, videos, but these are the things that were inconsistent and that she lacked. Everything we know. Whoops, I clicked on it. Um, okay. Everything we know about power imbalance and abuse. Like, let's not speak in generalities. We're talking specifically about this case, about the effects of PTSD on one's behavior. Oh, we're now going to try to excuse her lying. People are upset because it does set a new standard for everyone. No, I think you personally, Donna, are upset because you can't just lie anymore. Many people don't have all the evidence she does have, and that everyone pretended wasn't in front of our eyes loudly enough to influence us worldwide. But everyone else will go in the public opinion and media by these new misogynistic standards. Speaking the truth and having proof to back up your claims is misogynistic. Oof, Donna, girl. And for many of us recognized that what happened was a punishment for punishment for talking. It's not a punishment for talking, it's a punishment for lying, for literally defaming somebody as a humiliation. She should be humiliated. She lied and went through with it. This is not just one oopsie mistake. This is many mistakes made over many years. This is a pattern of abusive behavior from her. You know, there's proof that she abused, her previous girlfriend or whatever. This isn't just like, oops, this is many decisions to submit that article to the Washington Post, many decisions to kind of be in cahoots with the paparazzi to set him up to look bad. Oh my God, I keep clicking on it. She has had to lay her trauma bare in front of everyone to laugh at for nothing because she lost, and this is terrifying. She just thought she could write that article, crush him, and be the victim. Yeah, I really hope we get to a time and place where, like, women in Hollywood don't feel like they have to be the victim to feel powerful. Like, it just I don't know, let their work speak for themselves. I forget something, actually. Many people responded to my original tweet with, "But it isn't defamation if it's true." And I understand why you say that, but it's not a true statement at all, be it for Amber or anyone else. What? Okay, this person's retarded. Something can simultaneously be true and be found to be untrue. Lack evidence by a specific set of people. Oh my God. Or because in the UK, the system sucks. Yeah. The fact that they've already taken this off the trending topics in Twitter kind of tells me everything I need to know. This is what many victims are going to be thinking about. Something true that happened to them may not ever be recognized as true. And they now can't even talk about it, even without naming the abuser, without fearing retaliation. No, honestly, like, let's say she didn't lie every step of the way through this. She could appeal it. Oh, Donna. Yeah, like women and men can't just go around lying about people and ruining someone's reputation. So I just think the balance is being restored a bit. Yeah, she spoke untruths. Untruths. And her dog did step on a bee. Yeah, faux show. I wish I had a coffee machine on my desk next to me. Do any of you guys have that? Like, just a Keurig? And I know I need to step up from the Keurig to, like, a Nespresso or, like, a French press or something, but I'm somebody who will use something until it literally dies. So and I have all these K-Cups still. So I guess if I wanted to just use every last K-Cup but this is a relatively new Keurig machine. I think I got this, like, a year ago, year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. It's not that bad. It gets the job done, I think. My producer's at work right now, so it's all me. Why does my wrist itch? So you have a Keurig and an espresso. Are they expensive? Oh, I hope there's a lot of guys listening right now. Tell me what I should get Frank for his birthday. It's coming up. I have an idea. I'm not clueless over here. I have some clue of what I'm gonna get, but like, if you're a man, just like what do men like to get for gifts? I want to know what you guys think. Yeah. Okay, I did that. Mm. Wait a second. Did Ingram talk about this? I love Laura Ingram. She's like a mom. She's like a boss lady. She's like in charge of her shit.
We unpack the big cultural stories of the day. And for that, we turn to Fox News contributor Raymond Arroyo. All right, Raymond, I know you're excited because the Johnny Depp, he was granted a big win in his defamation lawsuit against his ex, Amber Heard, today.
Yeah, well, Laura, the court awarded Depp $15 million in total, which could likely buy about 4 black pearls. As I argued from the
I don't know what he was going to say.
Johnny Depp won this trial the moment the judge allowed the cameras in, because it gave him the
Really?
opportunity to tell his side of the story and reclaim his reputation and thereby work again. In truth, the public was the real jury, and say what you want about the arguments. Johnny Depp was a fascinating presence on the stand, and Amber Heard, not so much.
I was just sitting there
Oh my God.
on this carpet, looking at the dirty carpet.
She looks a mess.
On this carpet, and why I never noticed that the carpet was so filthy.
The carpet.
He came to New York.
She's so acting here.
Liar. It's all I said. Just don't call me a liar.
Amber Heard in her performance of the year.
In theater, Laura, they call that squeezing the pity out of the performance. And look, whether she was telling the truth or not, the credibility was what was at stake here. And the jury and the public didn't feel she had it, that she was faking. But the big news here is the cultural component, which is Johnny Depp taking domestic abuse of men out of the shadows and into the center of the culture. It's the first time we've heard that, and I think we'll be seeing.
Imagine this reporter's like, and I'm going to take this opportunity to say that my wife hits me.
Speaking of troubled couples, what's going on with First Lady Jill Biden?
Oh, gross.
Well, First Lady Jill Biden in a new Harper's Bazaar.
Okay. Good for Johnny. Like what even? I mean, aren't they done with the Pirates of the Caribbean series? So that's done. Let's see. I stand with Amber Heard. Okay. Interesting. Who are these people saying that I have an OnlyFans? I don't have an OnlyFans. There's no such thing. I just don't have the time or honestly the interest. And when you have an OnlyFans, you have to have so many different outfits and underwear and you can't repeat outfits, you can't repeat lingerie, and I would suck at that. So there. No OnlyFans for me. And I talked about this with Abby Shapiro. That was a really good interview. That's out on my channel if you want to check it out. So she had fake nudes. We talked about that she had fake nudes come out of her. And she actually figured out whose body it was that they put her face on. And I was like, that happened to me too, girl. I am not obsessed with lingerie, but that's what you need to do OnlyFans. Have you ever I have tons of girlfriends who do it, and they're constantly with the new outfits. Yeah. You gotta switch it up all the time. I just have practical, regular ass bras. It's right here. What I should do is have my coffee machine. I should move my bras to put them over there. I know I have a lot. This might have been intended to be a sock drawer originally. But I keep them right there. I just try to, like, ladies, make sure when you buy a new bra, you buy at least like 2 matching pairs of underwear that go with it. It'll just make you feel like a classy lady. So yeah, and we talked about with Abby Shapiro, we talked about like why it's important for young women to be classy and traditional values and her new son. And she's not actually releasing the name of her son. She's keeping it private and she's going to not post pictures of him or anything, which I respect. I think it's cool. Yeah, Abby's very based. Abby Shapiro Roth, not Abby Shapiro. What are you? Okay, good question, Young Pay. I am not using anything to grind my coffee as I am just using K-cups. So there. Do I need to get a... That's the thing is like you need to get you need to get the grinder. You need to get a coffee machine. I need a whole new setup if I'm going to do that. It's a big commitment. But I want to hear your recommendations because I do love coffee. So I'm willing to upgrade my game. No cold brew. Oh, what's up, Rogue? You a cold brew man? Wow, you think Krigler's coffee is better than the Quarterings coffee? That's a bold claim. And also, Rob, have you tried the Nerdrotic coffee? That's another one. It's another blend. I was picking like coffee grinds out of my coffee the other day, and I was like, pubes. The pubes of coffee. Chrissie's coffee. That's cute. I like that. I could have a Frost blend. Let's see. What do you mean, revelator? I am a man, and I approve that statement. I have met women who do not do that, and they appear sad most times. What do you mean? A grinder and a mesh K-cup. Okay. I do have a mesh K-cup. It came with the machine. So maybe, how big are grinders? Not the app. What about tea? I like tea. 80. Is there 80 proof coffee? I probably after this will go to Dunkin' Donuts and get a cold brew and just get like extra jacked up. Man, I woke up this morning. I hadn't worked out in like since before I went on the road. So that was like what, at least 2 weeks, which isn't that long. Oops. All right. I just got a text from my producer. Okay. I sometimes like I still get texts from mypillow.com just to know if he's okay. Is Mike Lindell okay? All right, so I hadn't worked out in like 2 weeks. It's so hard. The first day back is always the most difficult. Yeah, it was probably like more like 2.5 weeks. And I went back yesterday for the first time in 2.5 weeks. And whoo, like I'm so sore here. Like this is all from doing push-ups, like right in here. It's good. It's good to be sore, guys. Let's see. Can I go to another one today? Let's see. When do they have classes? Are you guys start working out? It's June. Come on, guys. You could still tighten it up in time for like peak summer, you know? Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. I feel bad because I signed up for one this morning and then I didn't go. There's one at 12:30. Wait, today's Thursday. Shit. I could go. I could go to the 5:45 class, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll be home for that. Tomorrow I'll go to 9:30. I'll read the description for tomorrow's class. F45 develops the most accurate global standards in fitness testing. Ooh, along with the F45 playoffs, three-peat is another excellent milestone to test your athletic prowess. Members will be tested across the board in this session, from strength to power to agility to cardio endurance. Yikes. Well, I'm going to suck at a couple of those categories. Three-peat is an intense workout and an excellent benchmarking tool. We did this thing, and I don't know where I put the paper. It was like a real, like you stepped on a thing and you held onto these handles and it like vibrated, not in that way. And then it just was able to like read all the biometrics on your body. And it told you like how much muscle you are, how much fat you are, how much water is in you. It was pretty interesting. But then I don't know. I think the result like made me feel fatter than I already am. I was like, Like, I think reading this sheet made me realize I'm, like, not in as great a shape as I thought I was. But I don't know what I did with the paper. Oh, is it over here? Yes, it is. Okay, this was called an in-body test. I had this done at the gym the other day. You're supposed to do it on an empty stomach and, like, first thing in the morning, which I did not. I don't think I did it then. Like, look how complicated this is. It's like a test. It's like getting a report card back, except the report card is talking about your fat ass. Has anyone ever had one of these things done? Yeah. Dry lean mass, body fat mass. My body fat mass is 26.5. I think. Or is it more than that? Skeletal muscle mass. Oh, BMI. BMI is 25.1. I think that's too high. Percent body fat. Then they really break it down like right arm, left arm, trunk, right leg. So like actually my left leg is leaner than my right leg. That makes sense. Percent body fat. Oh no. It says on this part, it says I'm 30% body fat. That still seems kind of high. Interesting. All right. That's less interesting than I thought it was going to be. Yeah. Exercise is fat phobia. Right. Exercise is racist. All that. I don't know. Why does it make sense that one leg is bigger? Maybe you could be favoring one leg over the other. But yeah, why would one leg be fatter? It's not by much. So the right leg is 13.85. The left leg is 14.02. So it's like very small. Right arm 5.05. Left arm 5.09. I do wish I knew what this meant. Percent body fat. Okay, visceral fat is this I knew. The visceral fat is what surrounds your organs. What is like considered obese? What is it saying? My BMI is 25.1. What is considered obese? Only you guys could see my search history. It's random shit. It's me looking for like squirrel videos and then like BMI. Okay. Oh my God, I'm considered overweight. I'm gonna kill myself. No, just kidding. It's a joke. This says that overweight is anything over 25. Damn. So it's normal is considered 18.5 to 24.9. All right, I'll get there. Yeah, the study came out that, like, girls are getting their period much sooner than they were even, like, 10, 20 years ago because of, obesity and, sedentary lifestyle. Wow. What is considered obese? Okay, this is saying a BMI, 18.5 to 25 is normal. Obese is 30 BMI or higher. Oh, and then they have subdivisions of obesity. Class 1, 30 to 35. Class 2, 35 to 40. Class 3, extreme or severe obesity is BMI 40 or higher. All right, so I guess I could drink a little less. I don't even drink that much. I'll have like a White Claw or a spiked seltzer, like 2 sometimes. But it's tricky. You gotta be like, to lose weight, especially when you're a short person, you gotta be like really militant and like watching what you eat. Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely I could up the workouts. I could definitely commit to going 4 or 5 times a week, and I could up the water. I could just tighten up on everything, you know. It is hard when you're on tour. Oh my god, these gyms at these hotels, it's so bad. That's what I should start doing, is start taking pictures of the gyms at these hotels. I mean, maybe it's me. Maybe it's like I'm just staying the hotels I stay at are too cheap, but I like to live within my means, you know? It's just me. I'm not trying to impress anybody. But these gyms are like, ooh, it's usually like an elliptical and one 50-pound set of barbells. That's what the gym looked like in where was I? Chicago. I stayed at the Quality Inn in Schaumburg. What I liked is that it was walking distance to the mall. Like, it was walking distance to an AMC, so I was able to walk over, and I saw Top Gun early one morning. And I got to go to the loft, and I bought some shorts and some shirts because I busted through one of my cardigans. Chrissy's coffee cups, KKK. Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, not this sweater. I have one that looks like this that I wear all the time that has cherries on it. And before the McHenry show, there was a thread just like hanging, and I was like, yank, because that's what you do. You yank a thread. And by the end of the show, I got off stage, the whole sleeve had split open and it was like flapping in the breeze. And I was like, well, fuck. Now I look homeless. So I had to run to the loft and get a couple of cardigans for the Chicago show. Yeah. I could have just got a needle and thread, but I like an excuse to shop. So that was good to walk to. But yeah, Quality Inn. Oh, the fish tank was kind of dirty. I should have taken a picture of the dirty fish tank. And the guy who checked me in the concierge, he looked kind of like a Wish.com Javier Bardem. I told him that, not the Wish.com part. I was like, oh, you kind of look like Javier Bardem. He's like, oh, thank you very much. You look like a Nicole Kidman. Okay. Oh, let's go to the chat where everyone is talking about what I should do to lose weight. Cut out the I hate reading your comments because some of you are right. Get off the pill. I'm not on the pill. Haven't been on the pill since I was 22 years old. So I've been off it for a couple years. A couple years. Yeah, and I have been eating more meat. Okay, the water. Okay. I've been doing I could do more carnivore. Running? Okay. Oh, but running is so boring. Ask Anna for her secrets. Anna's a freak of nature. Her body is like an amazing machine. She doesn't eat vegetables, and she eats a lot of and drinks a lot of sugar stuff. Lemon water. Okay. Lemon with water. I'm clashing with Queen Elizabeth too, who is live streaming right now also. BMI doesn't account for muscle density. Well, caliper. That's what this whole thing measured the muscle density and shit. Running. Okay, you guys are saying running, Peloton. Okay, yeah, I've been not doing carbs. That's it. That's advice I would give to anybody. You can very quickly just like de-bloat if you get off the carbs. A fecal transplant. Okay. Cut out the alcohol, stay on keto, switch to OMAD, maintain even a modest calorie deficit. Yeah. Just cutting down a little smidgen. Cause I get hungry after dinner, like after I do a stream. I'll get like starving and have to just ignore that urge. Really cut the alcohol. What if I'm having like a high noon a day? And it's like those are only like 100 calories and like 2.3 carbs. But if it'll make a difference, I will try it. And it has 6 types of diabetes. Top Gun was absolutely worth watching. Look, I know that Tom Cruise is a crazy Scientologist. He's a cult leader, but let's just put that aside and enjoy the wonderful movie that he made because it's so good. You don't even really need to have seen the first Top Gun to appreciate it. It was so good. I cried multiple times. It made me feel. Arms looking good, thanks. What about when I do this? All of your arms look bad when you do this. Hey. The COVID diet. Let's see. That would be cool if each of us girls had like our own coffee blend. The Britler blend. Anna roast. Oh. You guys talking about Anna's diet. She'll be all right. What is OMAD? Is that intermittent fasting? Protein. Yeah, I could have more protein. You know what I should do is like hard boil a bunch of eggs. Kayla says I'm great the way I am. Good answer. That is the correct answer. Am I doing keto right? I think I am. I had a yogurt yesterday, which I don't normally have. I could be lifting more. True. Yeah, the road is rough because the gyms are lame and it's just really hard to get. Although, yeah, that's just an excuse. You can always wake up early and eat the eggs and the bacon at the hotel breakfast. You know, you just got to get your ass moving before 9:30. And oh yeah, there was actually a Seasons 52 right across from the hotel I stayed at in Schaumburg, so I went there twice. Had a steak one time, had a fish another time. But maybe I could just like stop drinking. Yeah, Melanie Mac does look amazing. I've been buying her carnivore chips, the ones that she's like promoting. They're really good. The beef brisket ones are so good. They're like so fatty and greasy, but they're so good. Oh wow, look at this. Asking Chrissy to cut out the alcohol is like 2014 Johnny Depp to cut the jars of Coke. I could do it. I've done it. Okay. Top Gun 2's premise was completely absurd. Well, wasn't the premise that Tom Cruise was trying to Oh, right, the premise was they had this special mission, this like really difficult mission, and they wanted Tom Cruise to come in and teach the newbies, and ultimately he's the one who like led the charge, not to ruin it. But I don't think that ruins it. Yeah. Dan Halen, protein, eat the bugs. No. I will not eat the bugs. Yeah. I've been doing resistance training. That's what F45 is. It's weights, which I really like. I like to go to gym and they tell you what to do and they just yell at you until it's over. That's what I like to do. Okay, I want to talk about Patton Oswalt because he's up to some fresh bullshit. Oh, yeah. Also, Obi Wan Kenobi. Okay. From Uprocks, Patton Oswalt calls out fellow comics and himself for paving the way for Trump and the alt-right. Oh, wait. You know what? Before I get to this, I want to bring up this article that I was mentioned in, because this has to do with Johnny Depp. This is so strange. Like, I was mentioned in this article. I talked about this last night on Nina Infinity's stream. I don't know. Maybe this is a sign that my profile is rising a little bit, the fact that I was mentioned in this article. This is from someone named Eddie Kim with less than 3,000 Twitter subscribers. The anti-feminist energy fueling the Johnny Depp misinformation campaign. How dumb to put this out like before the day before the verdict came through. Like, who cares if it's you know what I mean? Like, this is what people do. They take the truth and instead they ignore the truth and then blame it on something else. Like, Amber Heard's a freaking liar. She can't back up her claims. Oh, it must be anti-feminist. Star Wars fans are critical of Obi Wan Kenobi. Oh, they must be racist. The Deb Heard libel case gave us the most damning indictment of a dangerously toxic content cycle. I mean, if it's so toxic, A, make your own, B, or just don't watch it. One that can be weaponized against women to a tremendous effect. What a puss. This reeks of male feminism. So they're talking about, the memes. I guess I can read it. After more than 6 weeks, hundreds of hours of questioning and testimony, the breathless commentary from observers, the trial of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard is about to conclude. The last 6 weeks has been an unprecedented cultural spectacle, which you are participating in, dude, by the way, by writing this article, featuring an array of memes, punchlines, derision, obsessive analysis, and outright hatred. The vast, vast majority of this content has come from at the expense of Heard, who has become... And her PR company is paying us to write something positive about her, who has become the internet's favorite villain for the sin of discussing. Oh, really? Is it the sin of discussing physical and emotional abuse, or is it the sin of lying and intentionally trying to torpedo someone's career? The case is no longer merely about Depp's claim, and this op-ed defamed him, nor the counterclaim from Heard that Depp, via his legal team, tried to censor her and spread false allegations. It has instead become a litigation of what defines a real abuser in a violent, toxic relationship. Again, they're making this like so ambiguous, and it's about feelings. It's like, no, it ultimately came down to her proof in a court of law. And the toughest examination has fallen on her, dissecting her words, tone, and body language to conclude that women lie and abuse too. Yes, they do. That's true. It's not surprising that men's rights advocates, the anti-feminist voices, and conservative commentators framed the trial as a referendum on male victimization and the apparent harms of believing women. Yeah, that's true. But the cycle context has been overtaken and laundered clean by a mainstream content machine that has encouraged every social media creative on the planet to try and make entertainment and a buck out of the conflict itself. What are you doing? Are you writing this article for free, Eddie Kim? I'm sure you are also trying to make a buck over this. You can find endless videos of commentators laughing at clips of Heard's graphic testimony, calling it the worst performance of her career. There are compilations on YouTube and TikTok dissecting her most emotional, fragile seeming moments. Online forums popular with young men are rife with misogynistic insults about her and women like her. Online forums with men, I mean, you're talking about YouTube, which is mostly men, male viewers. And broader trends highlight the discourse is stacked too. The hashtag Justice for Johnny Depp has nearly 10 billion views on TikTok, while hashtags in support of Heard have less than 40 million, and even that I feel like I don't believe. After 6 weeks, what we're left with is a trial that can no longer tell us anything useful about the nuances of partner violence. Oh boy. It's literally just about her backing up her claims, or why victims can feel compelled to stay in a relationship despite feeling such intense hatred for each other. There is nothing to glean about how an ugly lawsuit can sharpen that hatred. Yeah, and it wouldn't have happened if she hadn't defamed him in that article or how it re-traumatizes people, blah, blah, blah. And of course, here's an example of somebody who is literally, he's such a hypocrite because he's talking about people making videos about it and clickbait. You're literally using every clickbaity word that people use to go after the right wing. Gamergate, QAnon, conspiracies. He's literally doing the exact same thing he's criticizing other people of doing. Anything that goes viral can be weaponized to craft a disingenuous and wide-reaching social campaign that leverages earnest support to gain power. Yes, like what Me Too was. And this factor that makes the Depp Heard trial, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm just getting to the part where they mentioned me. This is so lame. Let's see. I'm getting messages. Okay. Okay, I'm zooming in. Huh. Wow. Anything that goes viral can be weaponized to craft a disingenuous and wide-reaching social campaign that leverages earnest support to gain power. So this is him upset that the machine is not winning. The media was all in favor for Heard, but this is like regular, real people who were in favor of Johnny Depp. But we're going to call this a disingenuous and wide-reaching social campaign. Okay. And it's this factor that makes the Depp Heard trial feel eerily similar to Gamergate, QAnon, and the unhinged Disney groomer conspiracy. Wow, what a stretch. What a stretch. Amid all this pro-Depp campaigning, it's almost as if everyone forgot. In the actor's UK libel case against a tabloid that deemed him a wife-beater, the British High Court, which sucks, found the majority of Heard's assertions to be substantially true. Yeah, we're talking about a totally different thing, though. This ecosystem consists of everyone from random criminal defense lawyers to World of Warcraft players, failed singer-songwriters, anti-woke culture nerd culture fans, and literal 15-year-old who told Vice that he pivoted to making Depp trial content because Depp is innocent and Heard is a turd. That's great. Who is this 15-year-old? The Queasy. Interesting. Perhaps more concerning is the appeal of the trial to right-wing ideologues. Again, a stretch. So anyone who isn't like blindly believing all women is a right-wing ideologue. And how easily anti-Heard talking points work with anti-woke and conservative talking points about the culture war. Ben Shapiro's Daily Wire has spent nearly $50,000 promoting anti-Heard ads on Instagram and Facebook. How can they prove that? Yeah, again, proof. Like hyenas and vultures descending onto a sun-ripened carcass. Ew. These forces have come together to feed on toxic trial gossip, acting like their analysis is in the public service when it's really just a lot of noisy agitation. This person sounds so jealous. People are allowed to make content. It's up to the viewer to discern whether they believe it or not. One example is Minnesota lawyer Nick Rekieta, who has 460,000 followers on YouTube, has gained major traffic in the last year via his commentary around the Rittenhouse trial in November and the ongoing Depp trial. Despite being a knowledgeable attorney who drops real insights into legal standards, protocols, and trial missteps, Rekieta's analysis is rife with anti-Heard bluster. Oh, you mean like having an opinion, which lawyers are allowed to have? She wanted to defame Johnny Depp. That's, of course, the rub. That's the main inference that everyone should draw, which was found to be true. Elsewhere, he platforms an article from the right-wing disinformation rag PJ Media as the most important and most correct reporting about the trial. This is one article. One analytical highlight from the piece: the media is determined to help Heard look as victim as possible. True. Also 100% true. He also recently joined some special friends to spice up his Heard commentary. And here's where it gets false. This is where this guy gets very lazy. Carl Benjamin, who I don't know, as well as Chrissie Mayr, the comedian and podcaster who has championed Far-right voices like Tim Pool, disgraced political operative Roger Stone, and Proud Boy founder Gavin McInnes. First of all, don't be so lazy, Eddie Kim. Like, do even just a slight bit of research. And if you had, you would know that, like, I've never had Tim Pool on my podcast. I've been on Timcast. And also, who's ever called him far right? He's not known for being far right. People famously call him a fence sitter. People call him like a closeted conservative, but no one's calling him far right. So you're dumb. And also, like, I was never on Rakita's stream to talk about the Heard trial. I was on to talk about what happened between me and Ethan Ralph. It was just like I jumped in onto another show just to update because it was like fresh drama. So again, very lazy reporting here, sir. And what do my interviews with these other people have anything to do with any of this? Like, I've also interviewed left-wing people, but oh no, we're not going to put that in the article because it doesn't fit the narrative. Those who have dedicated their lives and careers to understanding domestic violence and abusive relationships, meanwhile, are left on the sidelines, wondering where it all went wrong. It's a nightmare scenario for. Is that you, Eddie Kim? Have you dedicated your life to understanding domestic violence? It's a nightmare scenario for domestic violence survivors and advocates who worry that the extreme tone of the Depp Heard discourse is a big step backward. Because we can't lie anymore about our abuse. Wow. Yeah, it is a complicated thing, but if you're trying to prove it in a court of law, like, you need to not lie, and you need to have your evidence squared away. So this is just interesting. I like that people are using my name for clout in their articles. I guess that's a compliment, ultimately. All right, Eddie Kim, hope you get lots of traction from your little article. Calling Tim Pool right-wing is so funny to me. Yeah. Those fence sitters like Tim Pool are totally leading the way for the alt-right. Jesus, this article is so bad. Yeah. I'm not a right-winger either. Thank you, Simon. I guess someone's been paying attention. I'm on the radar. Congrats. His source is Sarah J. Should we look up his Twitter? We Are Mel. I've never even heard of that publication. Oh, my name's Eddie Kim. My big takeaway from today's Depp Heard reaction is that there's no way in hell we're going to make restorative justice happen in a culture that is so obsessed with pariahs punished. Blame, oh, Lord. Let's see, did he undo it? Undo the retweet? Oh, no. Here it is. Following this trial made us all dumber. You went out of your way to follow the trial, and then write this article. Oh, shout out. Yeah, wow. Aren't journalists supposed to do journalism? Research? Nope. This guy. What is research? No, it made me see through people like you. Yeah. You think a journalist would do some research? Yeah. Here for the ratio. And congrats, Eddie, for getting clicks. Win-win, I guess. Genuinely, I feel like I lose days of my life every time it pops up on my social feeds. Yeah, and guess what? Writing an article about it is just continuing the problem. If it really is such a problem. Speak for yourself. I'm a proud gay man, but this has to be the gayest shit I've ever read. Ratioed. Gayest article ever. What are you talking about? Everyone saw it. How was your labia? I hope it's not sandy. I guess reading and paying attention aren't your thing. You need to issue a correction, big guy. Yes, and feminism is another sect of wokeness, and it's high time we threw the blue-haired land whales who think they deserve the world straight out the door. Yeah, we're just talking about accountability here. Unbreaded. Being able to see through media lies is always a good skill set, and this opened up a lot of people's minds. We see the evidence presented and then see the media spin it falsely and wake up. People are smarter thanks to this. Sorry you're mad and are losing power. Sucks for you. Ricky. If it weren't for those pesky court cameras, you could control the narrative. Blue check journal with moronic take. Is he blue check? Yep. With moronic take. In other news, the sky is blue. Trying to get Rakita fans to drive traffic to your side again? Ooh. Yeah. That's the truth right there. Because he's crushing it. Amber will abuse again, and when she does, I wonder if you'll blame those victims too. I'm getting really tired of the media victim blaming Johnny Depp. You guys are all hypocrites. You guys don't want equality. You want people just to listen and obey whatever you say. Well, I'm sorry, sweetie. We all saw her lie. People talk about how loyal Johnny Depp fans are, but my God, Turd has some loyal fans. I mean, she could kill someone, but because she has a vagina, you'll probably blame whoever she killed. Yeah, remember, this was a unanimous verdict. That means all 12 jurors thought Amber Heard was lying. All of them. They weren't even expressing that Johnny Depp was truthful, just that Amber Heard was lying. Yeah. Get wrecked, simp. You're like someone who told people the sky is not blue, but because you're too proud to admit you're wrong, you still have to say the sky is not blue. You have your head so deep in the sand, you're able to breathe in China. It red-pilled millions of people about how absolutely shite and biased mainstream media and modern journalists are. Yep. And they're all just doubling down on it. Wow. Way more comments than when I checked this out yesterday. Just because it may have made you dumber doesn't mean everyone else is as weak-minded. You have my deepest sympathies for your struggle. These are some good comments. He platforms an article from right-wing disinformation rag PG Media as the most important and most correct reporting about the trial. Shame on Amber. She's a fake and a disservice to abused women. Megan Fox is a hero to us abused by family law. Oh, dirty smear merchant. Foolish man. Not good. Most of these comments are not good. Way to fact check none of your points. Tell us you pretend to be a journalist without telling us you pretend to be a journalist. You should join Law and Crime with this piece of comedy gold. Mel, men earning labias. Wow. It's genuinely sad you think you're trying to be taken seriously. Luckily, the trial was televised, so people who aren't just left with your blatant attempts of manipulation, things sometimes don't have to be so complicated. Sometimes it's just about right and wrong. Okay, this is a ton of comments. Co-parter. Woo! Was this what you call a ratio? Oh well, better luck next time, Eddie Kim. Oh, I'm so far right. I just got a text from Filing Cabinet. Apparently, there's a recent video of Stuttering John claiming he's seen your OnlyFans. Yeah, except it doesn't exist. Several people in your chat want to see you address him. Might be on Who Are These Podcasts? Oh, yeah, maybe. What a loser. Again, another prime example of someone who's just like mentioning me for clicks. Am I at that level? I don't know. I guess. Weird. I don't really see myself that way. All right, let me make sure I didn't miss any of your chats. Young Pei Ching, Hyro Skirton is a good grinder to get. $40. Oh, wow. Coming in hot with the real suggestions. I'm going to write that down. Hyro Skirton grinder. Thanks, Young Pei. Christopher Gore. Step up your coffee game, Chrissy. We all know you can do it. Pressure's on now. Is this the Christopher Gore? It's Christopher Gorey. I got to do it. I got to step it up. Congrats to Rob Pyers. Rob Pyers is a new member. Thanks, Rob. Bill the Butcher. Watch Who Are These Podcasts last video. Go to 26 minutes. John says he's seen pics from your OnlyFans of you. Ugh. Is that on YouTube? Right? It might be. Or is it on audio only? I should know. I should know this by now. Who are these podcasts? Okay. Oh, is this one from 2 days ago? Is it the one that's titled Stuttering John Threatens Kevin from Who Are These Podcasts? Let's see. 26 minutes in. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. I got so hungry all of a sudden. All right.
And that's 27 beers. And like you said, with my high score.
Do seltzers count as beer?
Yeah, right. All right, so now they start talking about the origin of the Dabbler and how Chrissie Mayr had the show.
I ruined his life.
And, said, I didn't realize you dabble in comedy. And so John starts to decide to go after Chrissie Mayr here.
Then she goes, so you dabble in comedy? And I went, now she damn well knows that I'm doing stand-up all right.
She didn't know.
Well, if you ever saw her act, you'd probably say differently. But then
Sick burn.
Is that what she does? Like, actually?
Who knows what she makes a living at? I mean, I know she had an OnlyFans. I saw all those freaking pictures, and I'm telling you, Mooney, you don't have to worry about how you look. I mean,
what a compulsive liar!
On the edge of a boat, posing as if she's freaking Christy Brinkley.
That was not an OnlyFans photo. Like that was something I put on my Instagram.
I mean, it's just
That was almost a joke.
That's kind of a good one. Yeah, I mean, I'd give him that one. It's
yeah,
like,
I
or did he say Christy?
He said
I
Krispy
posted
Kreme,
pics of me on a boat on my regular ass Instagram, and it's been copied and posted and like tweeted out. I think I even tweeted it out. Like, that's not an OnlyFans situation. You just mean a bathing suit, big fucking deal. Not even trying to be cute.
Her name is Chrissy.
Yeah.
And Christy.
I'll punch that up in post. And I'll do something with that.
Jeez, I wonder why everyone hates Stuttering John Melendez. He calls this woman ugly, says that she doesn't make a living off of comedy, doesn't know anything that's going on. Yeah, of course she does.
She 100% does. Yeah. And she does a show, and she makes a living off of that.
Thanks,
and she
Julie.
has a Patreon, and she has an OnlyFans, and she makes money off all those things. She's touring
no OnlyFans,
all over
though.
the country.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, her saying you dabble in comedy was one of the nicest compliments you should ever get in comedy.
Yeah.
Ever.
Giving him an
Yeah, I didn't know the extent to which he's done stand up.
She said this multiple times. She goes, I tour all around. I've never seen his name on a marquee anywhere. And typically when you're a touring comedian, you know who's out on the road because you see their posters.
You see who's coming up
next month, or they were here a month ago, or whatever it is. John doesn't do that. He's not a stand-up. And that's what she was saying.
Everything about John screams he doesn't care. You understand? From the camera angle,
how he looks.
I don't care. I know it. I don't care.
He really
Poor
doesn't.
John.
He really doesn't. About himself more than anything
yeah,
else.
I know. I pity John.
So he goes on to talk about how he's just making up lies about this video that's out there. Anyone can watch it. This interview he did with Chrissie.
Oh,
like,
God,
well,
he's still on about this.
COVID kills as many people as the common cold does. And she's just such an asshole. She was just trying to trigger me. It's like, none of that's true. We can all go back and look. He says that she edited the video. Not true.
I don't
the whole video's out there.
I don't have time or
He's
interest
the
to edit.
victim, Carl.
I
He's
know.
always the victim. You know that.
But it's so ridiculous because it's so easily provable that he's lying and that he's wrong and he's an idiot.
Poor John.
So John does. This is just a clip that I just wanted to keep just so we can have it on the board.
They want to call me the Dabbler or whatever they want to call me. If that rocks their boat, if they can jerk off to
what?
calling me the Dabbler, God bless.
No one's jerking off to you, John.
Do you really think I can't? It's like, look.
It bothers him so much.
I jerk off to Asian lesbians. The Dabbler I just think is funny.
And it rocks your world and floats your boat.
Right. I know,
So bad.
chew the shit about the Dabbler.
Chew the
Floats
shit.
your boat, jerks your boat.
He's been screaming like Lenny Bruce during his trial, and he's going, "Do you think I care, Monique? Really?
Yeah.
Do you think any of this bothers me?"
It does bother you. You wouldn't be
3 hours
talking
and
about it if it
45
didn't
minutes
bother
that
you.
I've been talking about it, but I don't care.
Oh my God.
I don't
Big
really
shout
care
out to
about
Carl.
So at
But
this
I
point in the
Really
show,
enjoy these pods. I love those guys.
Monique starts asking him the questions that we need answered, and this is how John handles that.
You motherfucker. I cannot believe you're not answering my questions. All right. Number 3. Are you or are you not a substitute teacher? Yes or fucking
Yes,
no?
him about it.
That won't do either.
What the fuck does that mean?
It means I'm not
That
addressing
won't
these.
do.
I'm not addressing these things.
Does that mean yes?
I plead
Does
the
that
fifth.
mean
Yes.
does that
I
mean
shall not
yes because
confirm
you're not
or deny
addressing it?
anything that you're asking me right now.
Oh,
I shall not
what
confirm or
a loser.
deny any of the questioning.
So
Any of
obvious.
the line of questioning that you're going down. I
You're
don't
going down.
have an obligation to answer to what these people on Dabblers, on Reddit conjure up.
Oh my God.
I
Conjuring.
think you just answered the question.
Yeah.
And also conjured up.
What a
There's
moron.
Photographic evidence. There's
See, if this was really something that Stuttering John didn't want to talk about, he should have, in advance of Monique, spoke about it and said, like, hey, I am a substitute teacher, but can we not bring it up on the show? Because I don't want to lose my job. Done. Easy. Could have handled that with a 1-minute conversation, but instead he made it super awkward and super obvious that he is a substitute teacher.
students who are tweeting about you being in their classroom. What do you mean we conjured it up? Like, you're obviously a substitute teacher. It's fine.
Yeah.
Who cares?
It's just
I
a
can neither
rumor.
confirm nor deny my moonlighting as a teacher.
That's really good.
Substitutions.
I have a poster of the element charts in my house. It's a coincidence. I tell you. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. Talk about guilty without saying
Wow.
guilty.
He's such a bad liar.
He's such a dick. He's like, you come on this show, you're doing this interview, and if I'm Monique, I go, well, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Then. Go fuck yourself,
Mhm.
you know?
This
But
is not a
he's
hard
like-
question. Are you a
And not
substitute
only
teacher or
that-
not? Like,
Yes
just
or
yes
no?
Yeah.
This question is coming from the host of the show. So have some respect for the show that you're on.
Yeah.
Which he
and
doesn't.
answer it.
Yeah.
Why not?
And what does it
Again.
matter?
What does it
Again,
matter?
lean into it.
He's
Lean
delusional.
into it. It
Yeah.
takes the power out of their
Mhm.
hands.
Right.
Instead,
Right.
he pretty much confirms that he is a substitute teacher, which
Yeah.
is the dumbest thing he could have done. Like, why would he just be like, yeah, I've done some substitute teaching?
You cut the ending of this where he told her to stay after the class. He wanted to talk.
Ew.
Yeah, back to the angle of his video. It's like you're being
Oh
punished.
God.
And
Poor John.
you will be going to the principal's office. I mean, sleep with the
Dude,
fishes.
I get it, John. We've all have had day
That's-
jobs at some
well,
point.
What does
You
it matter
just
if
are
the
having
answer is
yours
yes? If the answer is
later
yes,
in your career.
yeah, I do some substitute teaching as something to do. It's a great way to meet women, or I like being around kids and jerking off in the room, like whatever.
Yeah, nobody
whatever
thinks
the
that John is
answer
making his full living off beer
there's
off
no
the
way
balcony.
It's worse than like what we already think of you, John.
Yeah.
No one's gonna be like, oh, he's a substitute
Yeah.
teacher. What
He
a
is such a
loser.
dabbler.
As if the last like
Right.
10 years of his life has not already established that he's the biggest loser in America.
Yeah, truly is awesome.
I substitute
I gotta get him on
teach
the
from
show.
500 feet away. It's a long story.
That's what I like about the high school girls.
I love
you
them
know,
doing
they,
that.
they are
I
still
don't
high
know.
schoolers, and
Let
I'm an
people
old man.
look
Dude,
at
does
my
he-
tweets.
Does he think he's pub that?
See, did they continue?
But they're
on?
Where is that out there?
That. So it's like, it's fine. You need a side gig.
Yeah.
He admits
Nothing
it in
wrong
this
with it.
angle. He admits it in this
Yeah,
angle.
that's true, too.
This is not a rich man here.
All right. So now there's a question about him with the Pickwick pub, because we haven't been hearing about the
He has
Pickwick
like no
pub
humility.
that much lately.
Uh-oh.
People want to know why were you banned from the Pickwick pub?
He was
I don't even know what
banned?
that question means. but
Oh
I'll throw it out there.
no.
Oh God, Monique, you're really going to the bottom of the barrel here.
I don't even know what it means.
That would really be detrimental to Pickwick Pub, considering I probably pay for their kids' college tuition, considering the
Oof.
amount of money I spend there.
Where is
If you could afford other kids' college, you wouldn't need to be a substitute
Benny
teacher,
Lothar, are you
John.
listening to this? When you're donating to John, that money's going directly to the Pickwick Pop.
27 beers a day, my friend.
He was so offended by that question. You think that they would kick me out of that place? I'm their best customer, motherfucker.
And I've never heard a guy who loves to drink saying he put a bartender's kids through college.
Working like fucking loons, which is why I keep putting you on.
I find it more annoying about your question. Because
Ooh, he's triggered.
It was on the calendar. They were in session.
Made me
What
laugh.
happened was later on. Okay,
He's so triggered.
I find out from because then there was a congressman there, and he was Democrat.
Oh, he's talking
so I
about his
wasn't gonna bother him.
DC trip.
And actually,
Which was
I'm
lame
supposed
as
to book him on
hell.
the show. Anyway, his assistant. I go, what happened? Congress not in session? She goes, no. Well, on the schedule. I have it on my phone. It says
Oh my
they're in
God.
session.
He took this trip to DC. And I mean, I went to DC completely by myself and got some good footage, so it's possible. He was trying to do like gotchas of Congress people or like people in DC. I don't know what his plan was. It didn't seem like he had much of a plan at all. And he had like rented a cameraman off Craigslist who didn't show or something. It was ill prepared.
So funny and so fun. He never learns from his mistakes.
Yeah, that's why he's fun to watch. That's why we love him. That's why we love the Dabbler. I had no idea that calling him the Dabbler was going to have such far-reaching effects. I did not think this was going to be like something that's like, what, at least almost 2 years later, still a thing. Bill the Butcher watch. Oh, I did that. Yeah. Thanks for the tip. Matthew Hammond. Carl Benjamin is Sargon of Akkad, and he runs the Lotus Eaters. He would be a good weekend guest on the podcast if you could get him on. Ooh, okay. Carl Benjamin. Is he hard to get? I've heard Sargon of Akkad before. Oh yeah, I think Anna said that last night. Musically assured musically assured destruction. Does Amber's dog clean up after her when they go for a walk? Haha. No, she only poops in beds. Oh, sup, Cecil. Dabbler comment wrecked him. It did. That was not my intention. I was just being honest. This is what I do. I'm honest and it triggers people. But I wish him the best. Russell Hall, maybe Stuttering John saw some of your fake nudes. Oh. Well, the picture he's referring to of me on a boat, I posted just like freely on social media. So maybe he just thinks any picture of any woman in a bathing suit is an OnlyFans photo. Maybe that's what he thinks. Dan Halen, what happened to Stuttering John's neck? Oh, I don't know. Is his neck all jacked up? Looks like it's sort of like he's hiding it in his shoulders. Posture is not everybody's thing. Cecil, Pat remarried seconds after his wife's accident. Oh, yep. Yeah, people saying that he offed her or something. K-Max, Chrissy, did you see that tweet about Gina Carano where they just made up things she said? Some woman named Grace said she was an anti-Semite. Yes! Oh, God. Grace Randolph. Worst take ever. Grace said that she was transphobic and something else. Yeah, it's bad. I can bring it up. Grace Randolph is like, I've done impressions of her on FNT. She does the Beyond the Trailer channel on YouTube. Let's see, is it this? Where is it? Oh, this is Muffin. How cute is she? Where is that tweet? Oh, yeah. This was it. There's bad takes, and then there's deliberately misrepresenting the truth. Yikes, Grace. Yeah, this is, she said, Gina Carano made anti-Semitic and anti-statements repeatedly. Where are the screenshots then, if you're going to make that claim? Yeah, and this woman is such a shill for Disney. Who knows what they pay her? But it's so obvious. Yes, you can critique Star Wars actors and characters. No, race and gender are not valid criticisms. I think they are if they don't fit in with the lore and the storyline that fans are used to. And I think that's all people are doing. It's not because they're racist. I think it's just because it seems like a virtue signal. Under no circumstances should you harass any talent in front or behind the camera. Okay, this I agree with. But Gina Carano was harassed in front and behind the camera for having the wrong political opinions. And that's the only reason why this person, Mr. Man, brought up Gina Carano. So yeah, not the best take, but who knows? Who knows if she gets paid by them? Okay, I'm going to bring up this Patton Oswalt article. How are you doing in the chat? I need another coffee, but I don't want to leave you guys. Okay. I'm pulling through. Patton Oswalt calls out fellow comics and himself for paving the way for Trump and the alt-right. Yikes. Not looking too good, Patton. Maybe he needs a new moisturizer. In a move you don't see every day, comedian Patton Oswalt took his entire profession to task for essentially paving the way for the rise of Donald Trump. That's giving comedians way too much credit. Paving the way for Donald Trump and the alt-right by making ironic racist jokes. Again, that is giving comedians way too much power. Really? Is it jokes? Or is it the fact that the actual American people were fed up with the establishment? Because how many comedians are there, like, relative to the population of the country? All too often these days. And if it really is the jokes, then that represents the truth of how people are really feeling. So it's not comedy emboldening the masses. It's certain comedians reflecting how the public actually feels. That's all comedians are, is a mirror of society. All too often these days, comics circle the wagons and wail about cancel culture. Looking at you, Joe Rogan, but not Oswalt. He's an angel. While stopping by the Al Franken podcast, he lamented his generation's overuse of irony, which he feels handed the alt-right a blueprint to mask their actions. What? Okay. We thought we were beyond racism. There was a lot of ironic racism among a lot of alt comedy, a lot of Gen X, because we thought, well, we're beyond it. I mean, you can be racist in jokes because they're jokes. It's giving it too much. He's giving it way too much power. Well, we're beyond it. We can make fun of that, Oswalt said before explaining how that attitude provided cover for Trump and his ilk. No. Like, you're not so freaking important. Relax. Via Mediate, we didn't realize that we were actually mapping out a blueprint for a lot of the alt-right people and a lot of the edgelords and a lot of the shit posters to use for them to go, I'm just being ironic, he continued. You're trying to grandfather your shit in, and we are partially responsible for doing that. Again, if it really is just down to comedians being edgelords and, like, let's say there actually are alt-right comedians, if they don't reflect how society actually feels, they're not going to gain traction. No one's going to go to their shows. No one's going to retweet them. No one's going to signal boost them in any way. So it seems like this, you can't just label people who think differently than you alt-right because you don't agree. Maybe it reflects how society really feels now, and people are sick of this woke bullshit. That doesn't mean that someone is alt-right because they're sick of woke bullshit. But again, this is like the leftist tactic of insulting your enemies instead of trying to understand them. Franken wasn't entirely on board with that argument and said that comedians should be more like George Carlin and his generation of comics who push boundaries, but Oswalt wasn't having that characterization. Yeah, I felt George Carlin he spoke about, like, the left and the right. I think he more just poked fun at the establishment, the powers that be, the elites, that everyone knows that whole bit. It's a big club and you're not in it. But they were pushing for more openness, Oswald argued. The people that are doing the edgelord stuff now are pushing for, can we go back to the way thinking? Can I go back to being able to say these horrible things? It's like, no, we got to keep moving forward. Patton Oswalt, you are not so important that you can control everybody's comedy and the things people choose to joke about. Like, you're probably super rich. You're a lefty. So what you find funny is going to be very different from what the average American finds funny. And somebody in the middle or somebody on the right might find funny. So by simply insulting these folks and calling them edgelords or alt-right, that doesn't gain you more fans. Poo-pooing somebody for what they find funny is not going to bring them to your side. They're just going to find you kind of judgy and annoying. I think insulting a group of people is not the way to get more fans. Like, you shouldn't laugh at that. What a tool. What a tool. Paving the way for the alt-right. That's all you guys listening. We're all part of the alt-right. It takes almost nothing. Yeah, let's blame Oswald for starting the alt-right. Yeah, all mainstream is commie run. Yep, you guys get it. The alt-right had some hilarious memes back in the day, you have to admit. Yeah. Yep, everyone is alt-right. What was the deal with Patton Oswalt remarrying so quick after his wife died? I hear people talking about that a lot. Okay. How did Patton Oswalt die? How did Patton Oswalt's wife pass away? Oh, the second thing that comes up. Let's see. And he remarried again really quickly. That's a bad look. Okay, this is from 2017. Wife dead due to prescription medications and undiagnosed heart condition. He's upset that they're the same height. You can tell by this picture. Oh, okay. Wow, he revealed the cause of death a year later. Died in her sleep unexpectedly at the age of 46. Drugs. Oh, so what? Do people think that he drugged her or something? When they got married in 2005, he had no idea she had a condition that caused blockages in her arteries. Wow, she took Adderall, Xanax, and fentanyl. Damn. Wow. This is in 2016, I guess before they knew how bad fentanyl was. Why would you take Adderall and Xanax together? It's like, oh, I want to get a lot done. I want to stay up, but I want to relax with Xanax. It's like, you're just going to confuse your body. People out here confusing their bodies. All right. Well, allegedly. She was just about to finish writing a book that would earn millions. Interesting. Thinking they're the same person? He jokes about this in his act and interviews. I mean, are they at least funny jokes? She wrote an excellent book about serial murder. Damn. Wow. And the Christian right was right for the satanic panic in the 80s. People laughed at them in the 90s, but look who's taking over Hollywood now. True. Wow. Yep. This doesn't surprise me. There are literal photos of him chumming around with a militant white supremacist. It's always the people who grandstand the biggest, who have the most to cover up for. Regular people don't feel the need to be like, no, what's the cause of the alt-right? Did you guys watch Obi Wan Kenobi, the new Star Wars series that's out on Disney Plus right now? I've been watching it. There's 3 episodes that have come out so far. And I know I'm not like the biggest nerd. Like I have seen all the movies. But so I have some concept of the sequence of things. Like I did enjoy, I was talking about this last night on Nina Infinity stream with Anna, and they're like, they're way bigger Star Wars nerds than me. They know way more. And so of course it seems like the more you know about the Star Wars lore and background, the more critical you are of like Obi Wan and like the Mandalorian, the more recent stuff. But I kind of enjoy it. It's like I go, okay, the whole fuss is over this Reba character, who's a pretty central character in the Obi Wan Kenobi show. I think people are upset that her character is like virtue signaling. Okay, so let's bring this up. Star Wars defends Obi Wan Kenobi star Moses Ingram from vile online attacks. Don't choose to be racist. Oh, is this a video?
Obi Wan Kenobi star Moses Ingram from vile online attacks.
Oh, vile online attacks. You know how they like attacked Gina Carano vilely and online? There are more than 20 million sentient species in the Star Wars galaxy. Don't choose to be racist. Yeah, but like what's her face isn't even the first black character on Star Wars. So like what's the big deal? We are proud to welcome Moses Ingram to the Star Wars family and excited for Reva's story to unfold. If anyone intends to make her feel in any way unwelcome, we have only one thing to say: we resist. And didn't they sort of preemptively put this out here? It's like they're setting up for this whole story to be about like racist fans instead of like, is this a good show or not? Are they keeping with the lore? Are they serving fans? Is it a good story? Do these characters make sense? So from the beginning, this just seems like a cheap setup for it to be about race. And it's like, if you don't like this show, if you have any critique at all of this show, well, then you must be a racist. Just like if you oppose mainstream comedy, then you must be alt-right. There's like a pattern here. Let's see, what other tweets were there? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think her character seems a little bit of like virtue signaling, but I don't know. It's like, it's not bothering me too much.
Seems that some of the fan base.
This was Ewan McGregor's statement.
Star Wars account.
It seems that some of the fan base from this influential fan base have decided to attack Moses Ingram online and send her the most horrendous racist DMs.
He continued, I heard some of them this morning and it just broke my heart. Moses is a brilliant actor. She's a
Oh, you want to look at the messages that Gina Carano got?
She brings so much to the series. She brings so much to the franchise. And it just sickened me to my stomach that this had been happening. For more on the story, head to the article on THR.
That's a bad picture. They shouldn't have included that. All right. Okay, the official social media account for Star Wars late Monday issued a statement defending Obi Wan Kenobi star Moses Ingram from vile online attacks. There are more than 20 million sentient species in the Star Wars galaxy. Don't choose to be a racist. Ingram plays Reva Savander, aka the third sister, who is hunting Obi Wan Kenobi for Darth Vader in the new Disney Plus series shared on Instagram stories. Several of the absolutely horrendous online messages aimed at her, some of which included the N-word. All right, well, that's not okay. That's not necessary. Like, you can critique a show and a character without using the N-word. So it's like, but again, this is called the internet. It's called the world. You're always going to have dumb, sure, there's genuinely racist people out there, but I think they're conflating genuinely racist people with anyone who has a critique of the show. There's nothing anybody can do about this, Ingram said in a video after sharing the spewed venom she's endured. There's nothing anybody can do to stop this hate. I question my purpose in even being here in front of you saying that this is happening. I don't really know. I don't know. It's called you're in the spotlight. Anyone who's in the spotlight, anybody who's in showbiz is getting hate, is getting, racist or sexist or misogynistic. Like, everyone gets these DMs. She continued, the thing that bothers me is the feeling inside of myself that no one has told me, but this feeling that I have to shut up and take it, that I have to grin and bear it, and I'm not built like that. So I wanted to come on and say thank you to the people who show up for me in the comments and in the places that I'm not going to put myself. Not that you have to shut up and take it, but you should be able to handle criticism and trolls. Like, that's just basic requirement even for being on YouTube. But maybe this is like her first thing. And to the rest of y'all weird. Around 6 p.m. on Tuesday, Ewan McGregor posted the message about the abuse to the Star Wars. Is it really abuse? Are negative messages considered abuse? It seems that some of the fan base has decided to attack Moses Ingram online. This is just what I was playing before. She's a brilliant actor. She's a brilliant woman. She's absolutely amazing in this series. She brings so much to the series. She brings so much to the franchise. And it just sickened me to my stomach that this had been happening. I just want to say, as the lead actor in the series, as the executive producer on the series, that we stand with Moses. We love Moses. And if you're sending her bullying messages, like, what is this? Like, it's like dad coming out and be like, everybody play nice. For sending her bullying messages, you're no Star Wars fan in my mind. Like, what's the point of even saying this? This isn't going to do anything. He is just grandstanding and virtue signaling to the establishment because that's what he's supposed to do. There's no place for racism in this world. And I totally stand with Moses. Among those in the actress's corner is Star Trek Strange New World star Anson Mount, who on Tuesday posted to social media, "This is Moses Ingram. She is a singular talent and a recent addition to the Star Wars universe. She has also been targeted by racists pretending to be fans." I don't think that's the case. I guess what sounds better, saying that racists are pretending to be fans or saying that you're actual, like, you know what I mean? You don't want to call the actual fans racist because that would turn people off. So I guess they think it sounds better to say racists are pretending to be fans. Either way, this is insulting to the fans. You know, the end message to the fans is that they are racist if they criticize this show at all. Because her mere existence threatens a skewed dystopian fantasy that selectively omits the likes of the real Billy D and others. We, the Trek family, have her back. On Wednesday morning, Ingram updated her Instagram stories with a single panel. "The love is louder. It overflows. Thank you." Yeah, sounds like you didn't have to make it a big thing. Sounds like you could have just messaged some of your celebrity buddies. Like, "Hey, I'm getting some trolls." And they could have sent their positive messages back to you. And you could have been like, "Oh, I feel better now. I am supported," without making it a whole public thing. Did she get some genuinely racist messages? Sure, but I don't think that's the majority, and I don't think it's fair to call anyone that's being critical of the character as racist, because you're just disregarding their feelings and their analysis of the show. Yeah, it's virtue signaling and PR. Yeah, Torgo. That's all it was, marketing. If you don't watch this show, you're racist. If you don't like this show, you're racist. Boom, perfect. Yeah, but we don't want to address all of the posters and promotional materials sent out to China that made different diverse characters smaller. Like, what's his face? From Rogue One, the other black guy. Yeah, they made Poe smaller. Star Wars Chinese poster. Okay, yeah. I'll pull this up. Other people have shared this on their streams too, but in case you don't know what I'm talking about. So this is the Star Wars poster in China. They've made this guy smaller. They made, for some reason, Chewie smaller. Oh, but BB-8 is huge. But yeah, they took this. This is US. Oh, now he's so tiny in China because they don't like black people. But nobody wants to talk about that because they give us too much money. We must part the Red Sea. Is that like a gross period joke? Yeah. Okay, did I miss one? Let's see. Scrolling back. Mike has bad knees. I'm sorry about your bad knees. My biggest problems with her character is that 1, she's not at all intimidating, and 2, they made this stereotypical angry black woman yet wanted to label critics as the racist. This is a really good observation, Mike. I was getting the feeling, and I was talking about this with Filing Cabinet, is that this character, Reba, her range of emotion is like angry to angrier, and she just kind of comes off like exactly what you're saying, a stereotypical angry black woman, and she's just giving me like angry DMV vibes. Yet this is supposed to be taking place in a galaxy far, far away, so why is she acting similar to a stereotype that's, you know, here on this planet or here in this country? She doesn't really, to me, come off as like genuinely strong. She's just like sass. But maybe this is her first role and she didn't do so great, and they're going to spin the narrative to make it be about the racist fans, and that way we don't have to talk about her performance or the writing. If Disney executives had a brain, they would just make a show called The Inquisitors. Ooh. That they spin off from Kenobi and just make Kenobi about Kenobi. Right. Instead of this new character. Lizzo should have been Reva. That's great. And she just like can't catch anybody because she's fucking obese. I don't think she's reaching far enough into the backstory. It's surface level. I would imagine there would be PTSD from Order 66 and anger towards Jedis in general. Ooh, that's a really good point. Yeah, and let's see why you're angry towards Jedis in general. Feels like Captain Marvel 2.0. Oh, yeah, you're Rogue Disney. You're a huge Star Wars nerd. No, she was in Queen's Gambit. Oh, yeah, somebody was talking about this last night. I thought we were talking about the actress that her eyes are kind of far apart. Yeah, calling fans racist is so dumb. Do they think this helps their careers? I think it's just a distraction from the writing and the work itself. Moses part of the Red Sea. Oh, okay. Got it. Sometimes you guys are funny. Sometimes I miss it. No, we can't have deep character exploration. Remember Darth Vader? Vadar. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they wanted to write original stories, they wouldn't have bought the most popular existing franchise on the planet. Yeah, you guys all have really good points. It's funny how Tatooine was supposed to be this backwater, but lately it turns out Tatooine is where all the action is. Yeah, I guess they want to keep using the same set. No, I would not put Anna in a wet t-shirt contest. I mean, unless it was maybe if we did like a Simpcast live, but again, it would be difficult. Yeah, guys. Woo! How was everyone's Memorial Day weekend? Did you guys do something fun? Did you do something fun? Oh, this was gross. I saw this in the Daily Mail. Oh, I have to see Matt Walsh's documentary. I'm writing this down. Matt Walsh doc. And also I need to watch the Ricky Gervais special. Let's see. We sat and played games all weekend. Oh my god, my neck. Did you guys see this cool? I got this from MegaCon. It's a Gina Carano Bodega candle. Do you think I should burn it or not burn it? Should I keep it intact? Like, does it look better kind of candly like this? Or if I just like burn it down, I'll obviously save the glass. But sometimes with candles, like if you don't watch it, it gets black around the rim. I guess I could always wipe that away too. But do you guys think burn it or don't burn it? And I got Baby Yoda with cookies. I know, I'm a basic bitch. But it goes with my Baby Yoda with tea. I don't know how many more there are, but I want them all. Okay. Don't burn. We got 2 votes for no burn. I'm seeing a lot of votes for no burn. Keep it intact. I think I did burn it once in the hotel. That's right. The wick is black. I think I burned it once when I wanted to show. Ew. Brittany and Anna. Save it for the end of the world. Don't burn. Okay, 1 vote for lighting it. No burn, no burn. Oh, if you want the candle, I think the company is called honestly, I think it's called like Illuminati or something. Yeah, illuminidal.com. I'll bring it up. I wonder if they do shipping. Okay, cool. Then you can get obviously all these other dumb people on candles if you want to. Oh wow, they have so many. Yeah, I think they were $15 at the MegaCon as well. Bernie Sanders is kind of funny. William Zabka, that's kind of cool. Louisa. Here she is. Yeah, you can get your very own Gina Carano candle. I think they do ship. Yeah, ships anywhere in the US. And they might do international shipping, but you have to email them. So yeah, check it out. Oh, you know, you should also check out my t-shirts. flagranttriggers.com. We just added a Simpcast t-shirt. Very exciting. Go to flagranttriggers.com. Look, it's a Chrissie Mayr section. Rooting for Putin. Classic rooting for Putin shirt. Mayor, and Simpcast in 4 different colors. Navy, green, black, and gray. Yeah, all the classics. $27 includes shipping. These t-shirts are super cozy and soft. So check them out. Go to flagranttriggers.com. I love that I saw some guy, I forget his name, he was wearing a Rootin' for Putin shirt at MegaCon. I laughed so hard. So yeah, check it out, guys. I've got some dates coming up. Got some dates. This is a huge event next month. Oh shit, this month. It's June. So on June 25th, I will be hosting the Festival of Ideas, which is a Minds event. You know, the app Minds. And it's going to be at the Beacon Theater. Tim Pool will be there. No pressure. Just Tim Pool will be there, and James O'Keefe and Zuby, and a bunch of people from the left too, because they're trying to make it, balanced from like left, right, center, everybody. So check that out. That'll be at the Beacon Theater in New York on June 25th. Then I will be at I think it's called City Cigars. Let me pull it up. Dang it. Hold the phone. Hold, please. City Cigars. Yeah, Nickel City Cigars. I'm going to pull this up. If you're in the Buffalo area, which is upstate New York, check out this show, A Night with Chrissie Mayr at Nickel City Cigars. One night only. This includes a 24-hour private club membership, 1 premium craft cigar, no drink minimum. And if you use the promo code CMP on their website, it gets you a discount. So if you just go to nickelcitycigars.com, anything you buy from here, if you use promo code CMP, is going to get you, I believe, a 15% discount. So pretty cool. Check that out. And then I'm working on some dates right now for the summer, but I know for sure I'll be in Texas in September. I'll be in Austin on September 8th at Cap City Comedy Club. Then at the Helium Comedy Club in Philly on September 14th. My eye's getting weird. September 30th and October 1st, I'll be at the Comedy House New Orleans. That's going to be really exciting. Yeah, I'm working on some dates for Long Island right now. Got a bunch more stuff coming. Exciting, guys. Tune in. Tomorrow is the 200th episode of Friday Night Tights. Very, very special occasion. Alex Jones will be the guest of honor. It's going to be a very big show. I'm not sure how long I can be on it. I think I'll be able to be on the first hour and a half-ish or so because I have to get on the road. But definitely tune in tomorrow to Friday Night Tights. I believe it'll start at 4 p.m. Eastern. 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. I would try 4. I heard 4 is when I heard that we're starting early. So check that out, guys. It's going to be super fun. What else can I say? You guys are great. Let's see. Oh, going to be at the Geeks and Gamers meetup in October. Yes, in Orlando, definitely. We're also going to be doing a content house that same week leading up. So it's going to be it's going to be a huge thing. The Dabbler's in the house. What's up? Dabblers Anonymous or The Dabbler? The June 25th date is on my website. Oh my God, I have to put it there. Okay. I will ask Tim Pool while people call him far right. Really just that one guy, I think. No San Antonio. Jose, what clubs do you like in San Antonio? Tag them on Twitter and tag me on Twitter. I'll add it to my big list. Aw, Baby Yoda is Gizmo from the Gremlins knockoff. I believe it. Ha, nice shirt. All right, guys. I am wrapping it up. Would love to see you at one of these shows coming up. Check out Friday Night Tights tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern or 4:30. Definitely 4:30, maybe 4. Alex Jones will be on there. And yeah, Wet Spot will be back Monday on Compound Media at 7 p.m. Eastern. Love you guys. Bye.